Okay, we're hanging on here in a holding pattern, listening to John and Corey at KG Tropicals. I don't know if you can hear that in the background or not, but we're going to get started as they finish up over there. 900 people over there watching Corey visit John's awesome. Wonder if I can get those guys in my AirPods. Hey Rose, what's up? Yeah, okay, I got those guys in my AirPods, and they are rocking. Corey's answering questions that were submitted by the members of KG Tropicals. So, two major YouTube channels there. Aquarium Co-op over 400,000 subscribers. KG Tropicals at over 162,000 subscribers. So I pushed the button here a couple minutes early just to get the microphone warmed up. It's good to see you guys. Fishy Biz Aquatics, what is going on? Good to see you. Good to see you over in KG Tropicals stream a little while ago. Lots of knowledge being dropped over there. I actually had a question that made it on air to Corey concerning how to grow a YouTube channel. It's my new coffee cup. Look familiar? Awesome piece of art. So yeah, they're dropping the knowledge over there, and man, they have a lot to drop. Teresa Cookie, what's going on? Anna Murray. Yeah, I'm watching both of us right now. Fishy Piss. Oh, Rack City, baby. Rack City. Frankie Fans, what's going on? Oh, thanks, Rose. That was a really good question. You got some great answers to your questions. Yeah, I did, Fishy Biz. Fishy Biz, is your shift key broken on your keyboard? If it is, I think you ought to throw that thing on the shift pile. Oh, good day, GRB. I was in Australia this morning, kind of, on Blackie's live stream. We had a lot of fun. Yeah, no worries, bro. No worries. Just don't tap on the glass in the community tank. People live here. You know I love you, right, Fishy Biz? It's all good, bro. Hey, Gary Duncan. I've got my eye on I got another monitor over here with Corey and John still going. And it's 10:30. We're going to get ramped up here in earnest. I appreciate you guys being here. I was giving them a minute to wind down, but and I don't blame John. If Corey were in my studio and we had more questions, or I could get some more information from him, I wouldn't be in a big hurry to wind down either. So there's no stress there. I hope that you guys aren't being pulled away from that. It's such a wonderful opportunity. So I really do appreciate you being in here. Muppet 929, Sandy Dottie, hello there. Yeah, you are big is why, Fishy Biz. Everything you do is big. Frankie Finn says, yeah, definitely good knowledge over there. I'm going to start being more active with my channel. Great. I'm more into Instagram. I'm going to be more active. Cool, Frankie Fins. I hope that you are. One thing I was glad to hear Corey say in response to my question was make one video a week. You're competing against people with enormous staffs and help and workers and employees. And, even at network TV series, you're looking at one per week. Now, usually a 30-minute sitcom. It comes on once a week, right? And there's 200 people on staff. So that made a lot of sense to me, not to try to overdo it. Just do what you can very well. Do something that makes people want to watch. I think one thing we do here, hey, Fishy Fun 57. Yeah, I'm watching them both too. Hey, Ann Thornton, what's going on? I think what we do well here at the community tank is know and care about each other. Scott and Liz in here, River Wife saying hey to Scott and Liz. Did I miss that? Scott came in earlier and dropped a like. You in here again, Scott? I got my eye open for you, bro. Yeah, so just do one video and just make it a killer video. And one thing we do well here once a week is we include everybody. We build relationship. We get to know each other, things about each other. And it's a lot of fun doing that. It's great to help each other help each other. Okay. So River Wife's going to be keeping an eye on you guys. Hey, Science Gal Aquatics, what's going on? She's their #1 mod this evening. So thank you, River Wife, for being our #1 mod. And it is 10:33. I want to turn these guys down over here at KG Tropicals. Good luck to them. I appreciate all the work both of those guys are doing in the community for us. And they've certainly been very kind to the River Life channel, so I appreciate that. As have you guys. I'm glad every one of you guys are here. Welcome. 900 people still watching at KG Tropical, so when they finish up, highly likely that we get an influx of people. John may throw a hashtag at us for them to come over here, and there could be some new folks join us. I hope so. And if so, you guys that have been around for a minute, why don't you make the new folks feel very welcome? We'll get them acclimated in the community tank. Yep, Teresa Cookie saying hello. Jessica Spade, multitasking, watching 2 YouTube live streams at once. That's awesome. Double dipping on the watch time for everybody. I like that. 10:34, 21 of you in here. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you. Let's see. Good day, Dr. Black. I'm glad you're here. Definitely want to talk about Dr. Black and the Australian crew, the big event that they had down there in Melbourne, the underwater expo that Dr. Black was talking about today on his live stream, and he invited me, and I got to be a guest on his live stream. I'll tell you more about that. Oh my goodness, Fishy Biz has got his class involved in Project Piaba, and they want to set up some Piaba tanks for the students. I think that's outstanding. That is so multifaceted. You ought to be able to work that into a lesson plan and integrate it at several different levels. I think that's awesome. And of course, it will be fun for you too, getting some Project Piaba fish in your classroom. That's outstanding. If you make any progress there, let me know, will you, Fishy Biz? I'd be interested in following along. And if you encounter any hang-ups, also let me know. I'd like to help you figure out. I'd like to help you solve any obstacles you encounter. That sounds like an outstanding program. Project Piaba, for those of you who don't know, is a nonprofit organization. Hey, Bob Kaler. Welcome. Kaler's Aquatics. Glad you made it over. Saw you working hard over there in the KG Tropical Stream, friend, with 900 people over there plus and lots of trolls. You're probably still sweating from having to do all that work over there. I appreciate you not even taking a break and coming on into the community tank. So Project Piaba, as I was saying, is a nonprofit organization that helps protect the fishery, the community, the people in the community that collect the fish that are exported to our hobby, and they do it in a sustainable manner with lots of academic research done over decades and lots of care for the people in the community and the environment, as well as the fish, so that we get some pretty sweet fish. They have a website. You can learn more about them, projectpiaba.org. Okay, 27 of you in here right now. And I'm getting there we go. Okay, I'm multitasking here. That's always dangerous. I should wear safety glasses. Okay, I had a hum over there. I think I didn't have the volume turned all the way down, or took my AirPods out and it started doing something crazy. I don't know. Me and technology, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if we got some technology here. We got the lights on in the community tank. That's outstanding. Now we can see what's going on. Let's see who all we've got in here. Chattanooga Ed has made it over. Jay's Crazy Obsessions. What is going on? Okay. Everyone's saying hello to everybody just the way I like it. That's so cool. Oh, Rose Aquatic says hit the like button. There's a novel idea. 28 of us in here right now. And it looks like we got 25 likes. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Rocking and rolling. And Dr. Black has referred to one Chattanooga Ed as Redbeard, and appropriately so. Okay, I've got notes here from KG Tropicals live stream. I was getting coached on how to grow a YouTube channel. Didn't want to lose any of that. I've got notes here. AirPods going everywhere. I got notes here for a great show tonight. Now, some of you may notice I'm wearing the Aquarium Co-op colors, welcoming Corey to the east, out of Seattle, Washington, visiting King George, Virginia to be in the KG Tropical studio. He's going on up to the Big Fish deal in Maryland. I think it's actually D.C., a suburb of D.C. They're going to have a great time up there. There's going to be lots of content coming out of there. And I also have some new art posted. If Blackie, you'll notice from this morning, my morning, I know it was night for you and you've slept and this is your morning, but in the morning when I was on your live stream, we had some art prints. These are actually originals. And these are a couple of my Maboo Puffer titles. So it's abstract minimalist art, but the Maboo Puffer inspired these originals. So I like this one on the bottom. I'll give you a clue. If you're not picking up on this, if this one hasn't resonated with you yet, the title is Maboo Puffer Say Cheese. Does it make more sense to you now? Yeah, definitely post pictures, Fishy Biz, of those tanks. So, all in honor of Corey visiting us here in the East. Got some Maboo Puffer art going on. We got Aquarium Co-op t-shirt. And if I'm not mistaken, the puffer that's the model is actually Hank, Corey's first large Maboo Puffer, not Murphy, the very, very popular, internet famous Murphy that he has now. HC Aqua in the house. Jesse, what's going on? He says, I appreciated that cigar talk this morning. Listen, I'm going to Hawaii probably within the next 24 months. I'm just going to put that out there. And if we get anywhere near you, Jesse, I'm going to buy you a cigar. We're going to enjoy a cigar together. How's that, brother? I enjoyed talking about it, by the way. And what brought the cigar talk up this morning was on the Dr. Black live stream. Dr. Black was celebrating a milestone, 500 subscribers, and he was enjoying a cigar to commemorate the event. And so I picked a cigar out of my humidor and enjoyed breaking it in while I was on that live stream, and HC Aqua was there. So pretty cool, this community we have. Hey, Alien World Aquatics, I see you out there. Sand Creek Aquatics with a $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Here's for the postcard and the note. Loved it. Well, you didn't owe anything for that, Nathan, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Sand Creek Art participating in the sticker jam. You send me a self-addressed stamped envelope and I send you some free stickers. There's a post office box listed in the description. It comes up in the chat, posted by the mods occasionally as well. And also included one of the River Life Art postcards in Sand Creek's sticker jam envelope because it fit. Okay, so we got those to talk about later. I just went ahead and sent one. I don't even remember which one Sand Creek Aquatics got, but he's expressing appreciation. I was glad to do that. Happy to do that. So I was talking about our community, and even though we're spread out all over the world, and the world is a large place, it got really small this morning when I was a guest on an Australian live stream, 28 hours away by airplane. I'm sitting there in real time. We're having conversation like we're good old mates. And all of a sudden the world was connected. And I got off the live stream and got a message from HC Aqua in Hawaii. And so just like that, just within a few minutes, because of this community on this platform, I was able to enjoy community time with Australia and Hawaii, and I'm on the east coast of the United States. So that's probably 12 hours by airplane from Hawaii. It's going to be more than that. There's no direct flight from here, maybe out of Atlanta, but I'd probably lay over in California or someplace for hours. So the world got really small. We're really spread out. We're really connected is the takeaway. And Dr. Black says, don't sweat that, Blackie. He's down to 498 now. It's going to happen. It'll take care of itself. You're going to do this ebb and flow, and it's going to be an upward staircase. That's okay. Normal. It's very normal. Don't fret that. Kaylor's Aquatics has a link posted for my art on Etsy. I do have an Etsy page selling my art, the River Life Art Etsy page. And several of you have purchased prints already, and I really appreciate that. You'll notice that on Etsy, I'm just learning that platform. You can follow and favorite the page, and if you've been a customer, you can leave a review with the star rating system. So I appreciate all the support on Etsy. Whether or not you buy a print, I would appreciate you going by and checking out the art. It changes every week. Last week, the tankers here got a sneak peek at what was going up for this week. So there's some new prints, and you guys got the sneak peek. If there's an interest, if you'd like another sneak peek, maybe you could talk me into that tonight. Okay, so we've got everybody acclimated for the time being in the community tank. John and Corey still going strong. Still 800 people over there watching. There are 42 of us here now. Blackie, you're back up to 499, just like I said. Blake's Aquatics, what's going on? Yeah, those deserters. And sometimes, you know how YouTube works. They'll take away inactive people, which ends up helping you, because when you replace them with more active people, your watch time average and everything goes up and the algorithm favors you more. It's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. Blake's Aquatics and Aquamate were also in Blackie's live stream this morning. It was a stellar cast. I was privileged to be able to join those guys, and they treated me very well. Thank you, Blackie, for your hospitality. I enjoyed it very much. Someone saying hello to Kendall because Otter Creek Aquatics is here. What is going on? Good to see you in here, Otter Creek Aquatics. You were mentioned in Blackie's live stream this morning. Aquamate said you guys were pretty good fellows. You got along pretty well. So it was good to hear your name mentioned that way. Kaylor's Aquatics, he says, nice hat this morning, Rack. Well, listen, I've got nice hair for those of you that are paying attention. And this morning I had bedhead. It wasn't nice. So I found an Australian style bush hat and hid the bedhead under the hat like Indiana Jones, like I was going on a big adventure. When actually I was just crawling out of bed. That was the big adventure. Alien World Aquatic says he went to his LFS to look at their poison dart frogs. He says PDFs, that means poison dart frogs. They had one little red and brown one, and it was super tiny, so I'm still on the lookout. Yeah, Alien World, I don't recommend those super tiny ones, those thumbnails. Those are more arboreal, okay? You want a bigger terrestrial frog for your paludarium. They're going to be easier for you to work with off the bat, and they're going to breed faster. It's tempting because those little thumbnail guys are so cute, but hold out for a larger terrestrial model. If you like, they are diurnal. They're awake in the daytime. So if you want to hear the call of the frog, the really cool call comes from the Leucomella, which is yellow and black. Okay, it's kind of like this: yellow, black spots, black bands, broken bands, and it has a really trill, a nice whistle, of a call sounds like the jungle. And then the tinctorius, any of the tinctorius, and these names you'll come across as you look for your poison dart frogs, they just have, their call is a buzz. And the first time I heard it, I saw the male's throat billowing out, filling with air, and I listened and barely heard the soft buzz. You won't hear it at all. So depending on if you want an audible call or if you want not to be disturbed during the day, tinctorius quieter, leucomelis louder. Both stunning, beautiful frogs. Kaler's Aquatics has posted river life on Instagram, where I'm quite active, mostly fish stuff, but some family stuff too. So it's River Life TN on Instagram. You're welcome to catch me over there, and the link in the bio is to the Etsy page, where you can find some fantastic river life art. And this is one of the prints that's available. I've had it transferred to a coffee mug. I've got an extra coffee mug or two, and I'm undecided. Hey, Lisa from KG Tropicals. I'm looking at you behind Corey, lurking on the couch, and I'm seeing you in my chat. It's pretty awesome. Everyone say hello to Lisa. She's doing a good job tonight. Hey, Lisa. Thanks for posting that again, Bob. Yeah, I'm working hard on the Etsy. King and Queen cichlids, there they are. Welcome back, Scott. Good to see you. Yeah, River Wife, she's not going to let me rest until I get you some more information, Alien World, and I'm glad to give it to you. It's a wonderful hobby. I'm glad to get some poison dart frog information to you. Thanks, everyone, for being nice to Lisa at KG Tropicals. Danikin Aquatics in the house. What's going on? Blake's Aquatics says, good day, the King and Queen cichlids. Do you know Blake's Aquatics from down under? Fantastic YouTube channel going there. Also, we've got Dr. Black 66, who just crossed 500, then just went below 500 subscribers, and would love to get back to the 500 mark during the stream. If you've not subscribed to Dr. Black 66 yet, let's get him back over the 500 mark. Come on, guys. What do you say? And Kaler's Aquatics says 42 watching, 41 likes, because you guys are awesome. That speaks directly to how awesome you guys are. Sand Creek Aquatics with another $2 super chat just to say Lisa. That was money well spent, in my opinion. Sand Creek Aquatics, $2 to say Lisa. Redfish Bluefish in the house. Hello, hello, and happy Thursday to you, sir. Oh, let's see. Where on earth can we go from here? If that popped, I'm sorry. Woot woot. There's some excitement there from Dr. Black. He's going to get back to 500 in just a minute. Okay, so we got the big fish deal going on in Maryland. And I'm about to travel to the Central Florida Koi and Goldfish Show. Two big shows going on that I'm going to be attending and following, one or the other there. So I want to know from you guys, what is your most desired report from a fish show? You can't be at that one. You know YouTubers and fish tubers are going to be there. What do you want to hear them talk about? That's the CHUM. You guys chew on that CHUM. Right now, we're going to begin to talk about it, and throughout the live stream. Something comes to mind, go ahead and throw it up there. We'll talk about it. King and Queen Cichlid says, River Life, loved your latest video. Keep them coming, my friend. Scott, thank you very much. I'll tell you what, you know how it is as a creator. There's just something satisfied about making a video and sharing it with your friends. This one that I just did was no exception. I know I get the same feeling when I watch your content, Scott. So I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. And while I've got you on the line here, Scott, I don't know if you've checked out the River Life art or not. It's an abstract minimalist. These are Mabu puffer studies. Directly related to tropical fish, and I was inspired to maybe try a larger cichlid when I watched your video about the trimac. So I started looking at some photographs of trimacs and your video and trying to think, just getting some concept work going. Maybe I'll do a few studies, maybe try a few things. What do you think about that as a subject for this type of abstract art, the TRIMAC, and if you've got any other ideas for fish that you think, especially the larger cichlids like the ones that you keep, any suggestions for studies to see what might fall out of that. I'd be interested to hear from you, Scott, on that. And I'm looking. I've got an Oscar. I've already completed a painting of an Oscar, and one of my favorite paintings, as it turns out. And you never know until they're finished, but it's ready to go. It hasn't been made into a print yet. These are hot off the press, sticky. The paint hasn't dried yet. But one of my favorites right now is the peacock bass. So I've got some larger cichlids coming off the easel, and I'm so glad to see you in here, Scott. I'd love to hear what you had to say. Okay, so all right, okay, TRIMAC. I'm glad to hear that. As you can tell, I'm a colorist, and so the TRIMAC had some stunning contrast that I think I can pull something out of. I'm going to give it a go, Scott. And if you don't mind, I may give you a sneak peek. I may let you see where we're headed with that when I get a few rolling there. And I am going to be traveling, so it might be several days before I'm able to do that. Jay's Bedroom says a flower horn. I've looked at a couple of flower horns and gotten easily distracted. The flower horns are so ornate. When I look at several of them, it's difficult to pick out. If you're not doing the fish shape, and if you know my art, it's not about the shape. It's about a recognizable aesthetic. So you don't get a lot of shape. So the flower horns are already ornate, and they're all so different. I get distracted trying to pick out what is recognizable other than the shape about the flower horn. So could happen. I could stray from the I guess the boundaries of this series a little bit. I don't have any hard fast rules. It is abstract art, by the way. But I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for throwing that out there, Jay's Bedroom. It's just a little tough on me, at my at my ability level. That flower horn's a tough one, but I'll keep after it. I'll see what happens. Blake's Aquatics has an idea here. Pseudomogul cyanodorsalis. I've seen those. I don't recall exactly what they look like. I'll look at them again, Blake. Thank you. And if you've said something in chat, if you've listed a species and I didn't mention it, I will go back and check it out because I love rereading the chat. I know I'm skipping over during the show, and picking out your comments, and they are influential, and I appreciate it. And by the way, if your encouragement is what keeps me going. We got a great group here. Aquarium's maintained by Andy, dropping a $2 super chat just to say hello, friends. Well, hello to you. We appreciate you very much. HC Aqua is breeding that cyanodorsalis. Huh. I just wrote a description today for Daryl Deemer's in the house with the $4.99 super chat. Doesn't say a word. Just here's $4.99. Good to have you in here, bro. I wrote a description for the wild swordtail X Maye. I got those from Greg Sage, kept them, bred them, passed them along to another fish breeder. Sand Creek Aquatics with another $1.99 super chat with the big thumbs up. Back at you, Sand Creek. Thumbs up. And so I'll say this. Keeping the fish, breeding the fish, watching it through the juvenile stages into adulthood, watching the colors change is an irreplaceable experience for an artist who is a colorist. You don't, in a snapshot or one video, you don't get the way that color morphs and where it comes in and how it comes in, if it's layered or if it comes in contrasting. It's just an excellent study to have the fish. So when HC Aqua said he was breeding that species, I was thinking, do I have tank space to maybe get some of those to breed and watch the fry grow up and then try to do the paint study? The wheels are always turning. So I'm not sure exactly how far off track I am. I love talking to you guys about fish. Lately, it's been fish art, and you guys are encouraging in the community tank no matter what we do, so it's easy to get sidetracked. Chattanooga Ed says a zebra loach would be a great painting. Yeah, I suppose it would. All right, I'm going to think on that one. Chattanooga Ed, I'm going to think on it. Third watch, what's going on? Okay, everybody chatting amongst yourselves. Cool. What about that fish show report? What did you guys want to hear about? Ooh, leopard frog Placo. Blake's, that's a winner. Yeah, that guy would be cool. It'd be interesting mixing those colors. Heavenbound Farm, welcome. You guys figure out what that fish show report is. If it's cichlid related, I'll pass it along to somebody at the BFD. If it's koi or goldfish related, I'll fetch it for you at the show. How to pick a good fish at the show. Jessica Spade comes in with that one. Absolutely. Yeah, I think everybody can talk about that. I'll definitely, that's Lookout. You saw the top of her tail there. Yeah, I'll work on that for you while I'm down there. Probably going to live stream from the floor. Bob Kaler with the Pippi Longstockings cheerleader dropping a $10 super chat. He's really encouraging, getting us amped up here, guys. Let's go. That's the cheerleader. Time to get rolling here. Dr. Black says hello to Daryl Deemer. Rose says, when's the show in Florida? It's next weekend. It's not this weekend, but next weekend. Lumpy Dog is in the house. I didn't say hello to Lumpy Dog. Missed you. Hey, the neon blue, of the white cloud fry is amazing. Then one day, as if overnight, the blue turns gold. Cheers. I'm going to make a note of that, Lumpy Dog. I've got some young white clouds now. They haven't bred, but I'm going to make a special effort to not only watch that, but photograph it. That'd be an interesting painting. Thank you for that, good sir. Okay, so we got things. You're going to think of some things that you want to hear from fish shows. Not only the koi show. I can answer that, no problem, but any fish show. I got friends. I know people. They're going up the road to that BFD. There's going to be a lot of YouTubers up there. We'll try to get them to answer your questions. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. We need a break, don't we, Riverwife? And Otter Creek Aquatics, got a fish room build going on. We're going to be seeing some cool stuff from him. I hope you guys are following Otter Creek Aquatics. If you follow us here in the community tank, you've seen me wear the Otter Creek t-shirt a couple of times. Compliments of my friend Otter Creek Aquatics. Thank you, Kendall. King Queen Cichlids checking out. He's done all he can do in the fish community. Now it's time to prepare for work, make healthy choices. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate you. I'm going to be in touch about Trimac painting. Thanks for your inspiration. That was an awesome video, by the way. If you guys haven't seen King and Queen Cichlids' Trimac video, talks about the lineage and the heritage of the flower horn. That's an educational video with some absolutely stunning fish. I recommend you check it out. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's see if we've got any more of this outstanding technology we can use. And hopefully it won't abuse us. Okay. Not the right one, guy. Nope. There we go. Technology, man. Okay, we got a feeding frenzy going on in here right now. We're going to talk about all levels of the water column and where the fish like to eat. Starting at the surface level. Now, I'm going to the goldfish show. I'm going to the koi show. And these are basically big fish. You could say monster fish. Those koi get 3 feet long in the Japanese mud ponds. So tonight, let's talk about your favorite, in your opinion, the best monster fish at the surface level. What's the best surface level monster fish? And we've got Chattanooga Ed busting in with a $10 super chat for the goldfish fun. Oh my goodness, Ed. You don't know. That $10 is going to be burning a hole in my pocket. I will not be able to hang on to it very long at that show. That will go toward a goldfish purchase, my friend. I mean, I'm going to be so surprised. I'm going to have to strike completely out on the goldfish at one of the largest goldfish shows in the U.S. to not have spent that $10 and many more. I saved room in the 75-gallon tank for another goldfish, and I want to bring it home. Or two. Show a koi. Is that a surface level one, Jessica Spade? Arowana, that definitely is. Arapaima, but Arapaima. Let's say aquarium. Let's keep it to the aquarium. Arapaima's out. Arowana, it's excellent. Excellent. Yeah, Otter Creek, Arowana. Okay. And Creek Aquatic says monster hatchets. That would be a cool monster fish. Yes, a hatchet fish, 2 feet long. Nice. Kaylor says he doesn't know monsters that well. That's all right, Bob. That's okay. It's not your thing, man. It's not my thing either. I just happen to like the koi. Big old bottom-dwelling monster fish. And then while I'm at it, I guess a lot of the cold water monsters, the sturgeon, the banded high fin. Is that a shark? They call that a shark, banded high fin shark. Those things get about 2 feet long. Okay, we're talking about the surface level, so it must be time to talk about the Community Tank Facebook page. River Life Community Tank Live Facebook group. Last week, we just crossed 250. Today, we're over 265. Thank you guys very much. 45 of you watching right now. It is 11:04. We're going to go to about 11:30, kick it on over to Multi-Tank Addiction, our buddy Chris. And so we've got 265 people in the Facebook group, growing. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, it's this community, and that's just our 24/7 location. We're here for about an hour a week. We're on the Facebook group 24/7. There's pictures of tanks. There's pictures of art. There's pictures of fish. There's pictures of shrimp. It's freshwater. That's what I'll say. And if it were saltwater every now and then, that's okay, because there are people of you in the community tank that do saltwater. I'm talking about the Fish Tank Barn and others. Bob Kaler's Aquatics, he's got some salty tanks. So yeah, that's what we do over there. And you're welcome. If all 45 of you are already members over there, glad you are. So glad to have you. If you're not, you're welcome to come check us out. Drop a request for entrance into the group, and if you're in this group, I'm going to let you in. There are not going to be any questions asked. I'm glad that you'd consider coming and join our Facebook community as well. So now we're going to move down to the mid swimmers. What's the cool mid swimming monster? Now, the one that I know of that is not necessarily a favorite of mine, but it is huge, is the pacu. You guys know any of the other mid swimming monster fish? There's so many at the bottom of the tank, and the arowana is so well known at the surface. So I got pacu. Well, I don't know. I guess you could consider a piranha a monster fish because it destroys flesh. Size-wise, it doesn't really meet the criteria. Look down. That's cool, Chevy Fish. Chevy Fish, I think, is the best player at this game, I've decided. Chevy Fish is just on the ball every time we do this. Thank you for your participation. I've seen some big geos, Kaler's Aquatics. I have. They got some big geos at the Amazonia exhibit at the National Zoo in Washington. They're very nice. King Kong blood parrot, says Alien World. Barramundi. says Dr. Black. Peacock bass, lumpy dog for the win. I just said it was my favorite painting. And didn't even think about it being a mid-swimmer. That's excellent. The driftwood catfish, flagfish. Yep, flagtail, flagfish. You got some baby what on the way from Steenfot Kaler's Aquatics? Flagfish? Yeah, flagtail. That's why I thought Chevy fish. You're right about that. Multi-tank addiction in the house. Chris, we're coming to see you. We're going to raid your... we're not going to raid. We're going to go over to your live stream and stay there at about 11:30. It's 11:07 now. 42 people still watching here. Corey and John going strong over there at KG Tropicals. Giant gourami, red tail gourami. Yeah, those are awesome fish. The Oscar, the gar more on the surface. We missed that one on the surface, didn't we, Danica, and the gar? Yeah, the Trimac I just talked to Scott about. And the Dovi. Is it Dovi or Dovii? Yeah, definitely some monster cichlids. Largemouth bass, smallmouth bass. Pretty cool. Pretty cool fish. I can't wait to show you guys. Sleepy cod. I've never heard of that, GRB. I'll be checking up on that one. Datinoid. Do they get that large? I've only seen them in aquarium collections, and they're good sized aquarium fish, I guess. They're bigger than your hand. Okay. All right. That's cool. Yeah, I can't wait to show you guys the peacock bass and the Oscar paintings. They need to be... They need to be prints soon, but it's a little tricky photographing them to get a good digital file to make a print from. It's a whole nother hobby, actually. But we'll get there. We're going to get there. Okay. So when we talk about the mid-level of the water column, that's when we talk about this week's video. Cutest little nano tank I've ever scaped. This week's video was... Crazy easy aquascape. And what was easy about it, it was so tiny. I mean, the footprint literally is like this. It's like a foot long by 4 inches front to back and about 6 inches tall. A 1.5 gallon tank, little tiny bookshelf tank. I aquascaped it with some black fluorite, fine black fluorite, stone again, and some rotala that I had growing wild. I'd gotten at a $1.99 sale from Jacob's Aquariums. He does a New Year's sale. Every plant's $1.99, something like that. So I had this stuff, and it had broken loose in my 10-gallon guppy tank, the breeding tank. Well, it's not really a breeding tank. It was a fry rearing tank. And so it wasn't on the bottom, wasn't in substrate, and it had just started to vine throughout the water column and then grow up and out of the aquarium. And I thought, how cool would that be? So I picked out these long strains and just stuck them in one corner of the 1.5 gallon and was able to weave them through some manzanita, tiny thin manzanita branches, and then out the other end. So the manzanita branches and the plants give it a directional flow like it's in a stream. And the tank turned out, I mean, the manzanita driftwood comes out of the tank and the plants grow out of the tank. I was really cool with the way it turned out. I did a little Reno flexible, bendable light that is perfect for that size tank. And I had another one of those Mignon 60 filters like we put on the Zen Garden Rockscape tank, if you remember that 2 videos ago. So that was the video this week. You guys had very nice things to say about it. The Zen Ginger asked if I were actually working with a aquascape by the numbers diagram. No, it just kind of flows once you get the work going. It just kind of goes. And it's all about, it does take a little bit of an eye. I've done some bad scapes that will never be on a video. You won't get to see any of the bad stuff. But starting with premium materials makes all the difference in the world. It makes any job easier typically, and certainly that's true of aquascaping. So the Ceru stone comes through again. And oh man, I almost let the secret slip there. So this week's video was the aquascaping, kind of all in one. Here's the tank. Here are the materials. I'm gonna put the materials together. I moved the tank out of the fish studio and into my living room where it looks stunning. And so next week's video, and I also stocked it. Okay. I mean, what do you put in a 1.5 gallon, right? 0 Oscars. I'm trying to find, oh, here's a picture of the tank in my living room. So it's a tiny bookshelf tank, so it looks all right on a bookshelf. I got it right there on a bookshelf. See the little guy down there on the bottom? I know, it's a horrible picture, but more video coming next week of the move to the living room, which, by the way, was a high compliment from River Wife when she said, yeah, we can have that thing in our living room. And we stocked it. So we're going to take a look at what, thank you, Bedtime Stories. We're going to take a look at what we stocked that tank with. Keeping an eye on that. Aussie Octane Smith, lurk away. Lurking is totally legal, man. Glad you're here. So, oh, more rainbow fish talk in the chat. Parkinsoni. I'll have to look those up, Kaler's. Kaler's Aquatics. I don't know what those are. I'm going to look them up. Whoo, the tiger datnoid gets 20 inches, Chevy Fish says. Definitely a monster. Okay, so great comments on the video this week because the little tank just turned out so cute. It's just absolutely fun to have in your life. The dark gray stone and the black substrate I thought played really well. It's kind of subdued, and it's, you know, the last tank, the red fluorite and the gray stone was a high contrast, kind of vibrant and exciting. But the black and that same stone, the black and the gray stone, man, cerebral almost. Oh, it was very, I liked it. It was quiet. It was very quiet and thoughtful. Now, I will say this about the, I'm looking at the 4.6 gallon Oliver Knott Flexi M. I already have algae on the Ceru stone. So that light is pretty strong. That little award-winning light has got some strength. I did, you remember we got the chili raspberries in there. I did go ahead and drop an auto in there and a couple of pygmy cories. I would have gotten more pygmy cories. I think Bedtime Stories recommended those, and it was such a good idea. Fire in the water rainbows. Woo, you got my attention. Yeah, so I was going to get more pygmy cories, but that's all they had in the store. I kind of felt sorry for them. So I got them thinking, I'll get a few more, round out of school. Hey, Recon 338. Vincent Paliana, welcome. Good to see you here. McDonald's icon. Better late than never, always, Recon. You're not late here. You're just better. Glad to have you. Okay. Oh, they may be closing shop over there at KG Tropicals because Candy is posting the link to this stream in KG Tropicals chat. I hope that's the case. Otherwise, that might be, they might think I'm rude. They got a hashtag FF. Okay, let's see. Up to 88. Oh, they're coming. Hashtag better late than never. There we go. There. Oh, I see. That's the hashtag from KG Tropicals. Hello, everyone. Welcome. 93 watching now. Thank you guys so much for coming over. We've been holding down the fort. The advance party was here, keeping the community tank safe for your arrival. We're glad you're here. 102 watching now. Better late than never. Welcome to you all. John D., love you back even more. Yes, Lisa from KG Tropicals. Better late than never. Melissa Jeswald. Mickey M. Here comes the family. Here we go. 110 watching now. This place is filling up like a restaurant after church. I don't know if that's funny anywhere but the South, but it's pretty funny down here. Fish Tropic coming in with a smile and says, smash that like button. Smash it. Candy Overhaul's in the house, working hard over there in John's stream, KG Tropicals. I saw you, Candy. Thank you so much for promoting this stream, dropping those links. We got 89 likes, 98. My likes just changed from 89 to 98. The numbers just reversed. Now it's 108. Thank you guys so much. 157 watching. I appreciate you so much. 167. Oh my gosh, we made the community tank look so attractive to all these people during the first half hour. We were ready for company, and here they come. 169 watching, still rolling in here. Some of the best fish keepers in the world right here in this chat room. Ann Thornton says she loves the new artwork on the show. Had the stream running in the background and on the phone. John and Corey lost me a bit on shows I'll never watch, but otherwise compelling. Oh, yeah. They got to do that bro talk, things they relate to. These are Maboo puffers. If you're new here, thanks to Corey being in the East, I'm wearing the Aquarium Co-op colors, and these are original paintings I've done recently of the Maboo puffer studies. So we're happy that Dorcula says bro talk. She knows all about that. Yeah, she deals with it. Welcome, Dorcula. Glad to have you here. So these are in honor of Corey. We had a different setup here this morning when I was on the Australian live stream as a guest, but we changed them out tonight for Corey being on KG Tropicals live stream. And I'm going to turn that off now. There we go. Okay, so this one, by the way, it's abstract. It's abstract. It's okay. If don't look too hard for something that may not be there. Abstract minimalism, directly related to the tropical fish hobby, and I give it a tropical fish name from where I drew my inspiration, but you may not necessarily see the fish that I give the painting of the title of. So this is Maboo Puffer. This one on the bottom is kind of cute. And I give you the name, it may give you a different perspective. Sand Creek Aquatic is here with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Sand Creek Aquatics. This painting is titled Maboo Puffer Say Cheese. Does that help you get a little different perspective on that one? Moonstone's in the house. Hello, Moonstone. Melissa Jeswell says, love your art. Originality is rare. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. I've been doing abstract art for about 30 years. On the River Life Community Tank Facebook page, River Life posted one of my circa 1994 abstract paintings we still have around here. So it was pretty cool. Charlie7842 says, Murphy's Derpy Smile. Well, Murphy was definitely a contributor to that painting. I scoured the internet. I did several studies, and Murphy's probably the most popular Maboo puffer on the internet, hands down. So he's definitely represented in the composite of fish that became this painting. The Zen Ginger is here. Good to see you here. You guys are dropping that Etsy link like it's hot. I very much appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, so we are glad to have Corey in the East, all the way from Seattle, Washington, headed up to the Big Fish Deal, spending an evening with KG Tropicals, and answering one of my questions on the live stream about how to perform better, how to do a better job on YouTube. So I appreciate those guys very much for investing in the River Life channel, and I know you guys do too. So there wouldn't be a River Life YouTube channel without you guys. You guys are the channel. So for our community, we got to be here, and you guys are here every week. So I appreciate you very much. 186 of you here right now. The Chubby Guppy says, right on, come on. So, yeah, you guys, if you go over to Etsy to check out the River Life Art Etsy page, there's a way that you can follow, favorite, let's see. Yeah, you follow the page, and if you're a customer, I think you can leave a review and a star rating, but you can favorite the page just for dropping in, and I would appreciate it if you happen to go over there if you do that. We'll grow that thing on Etsy. Pet Zodix is in the house. Diego, how are you? Good to see you again. Okay, we're going to do a water change in here now. We're going to mix it up. We got we got some new goldfish coming. Chattanooga Ed has made a super chat tonight of $10. We're going to put some new goldfish in the studio. That's about the only upcoming change we're going to have out there. But we're going to do a water change in the community tank right here and talk about the big fish deal. How many of you guys in the chat are going to the big fish deal up in Maryland? I guess that's in the D.C. area. And is that the Potomac Valley Cichlid Club? Is that who is hosting that thing? It's going to be huge this year. There's so many fish tubers going. There's so many YouTube channels that are going to be present there. Corey's going to be a speaker. Lisa is going to be giving, I think she's doing a scape for a betta tank, if I'm not mistaken. So Lisa of KG Tropicals is going to be doing a scaping demonstration. So that'll be cool. Lookout is in the studio. Would you like to appear on camera? Oh, for a treat you will. I've got it. There you go. Good girl. You're a good puppy. Yep, say hello to the chat. That's a good girl. Don't type anything. Just say hello. Mind your manners. There you go. You're a good puppy. Oh, I'm not gonna put those treats on the keyboard again because it makes you want to type. She's a good girl. This is Lookout, the retriever. If you guys haven't met her, one more. One more. Come on. Oh. She's so sweet. She's such a sweet puppy. And loves her treats. You want to go now? Want to go find Mama? She's got some treats. Find Riverwide. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, life duties. That looks like I'm buffering on the screen. Let's see. Oh, there I am. All right. I hope you guys didn't experience that buffering. Recon 338 with a $2 super chat. Keep bending the needle rack. That's one of our sayings here in the community tank is we bend the needle toward the good. Just helping each other. Just supporting each other, encouraging each other. Hopefully, a space and time we come together when the hectic world that beats down on us sometimes we encounter negativity or conflict. You just leave that behind and relax and hang out with some cool people with a common interest and help each other. Help each other, help each other. And we're talking about the big fish deal now. Several people. Hey, Not an Old Jane Fish Rich. Good to see you. We're talking about several people going up to the big fish deal. They're going to be personal relationships forged, new friendships, old friendships rekindled. Lots of content are going to come out of that. We're all going to take part of that. It's going to be a wonderful community time. Ginger Graves says $4.99 treats for Lookout. Oh, Lookout, you got a fan. And what a good one she is. The Ginger Graves wants you to have treats. No, Lookie appreciates that so much. Thank you, Ginger Graves. I appreciate you too. Yeah, we got the big fish deal going up. Capital Cichlids Organization. Candy's put the link up. It's going to be a big deal. It's really a big deal. So we're going to consume that content and hopefully encourage those guys that are up there. Remember the CHUM from the top of the show, we talked about what do you want to get reported from a major fish show? If there's something you want to know about a major fish show, put it in the chat. We'll talk about it. We'll see if we can get our friends that are going to the big fish deal to answer your questions. And if it's a koi or goldfish related question, I can get it answered, at the Central Florida Koi and Goldfish Show next weekend. So yeah, we want to stay in touch, communicate everything that we encounter on the road with you guys. All right, aquascaping. We're down to the aquascaping portion of the program with 4 minutes to go. It's 11:26, 185 watching now. Thank you all so much. I want to take a peek at the likes. Holy cow, 188 likes. Thank you very much. Wow, you guys are awesome. That's pretty amazing. So we got some active GoFundMes. If the moderators wouldn't mind putting some GoFundMe links in the chat. We've got people in the chat right now that are hosting GoFundMes for other community members and their needs. And we have members in the chat that are the recipients of GoFundMes from this community effort that we love each other. Here's how we do it. Once a week, I get to say, hey, we've got these things going on. Would you please consider checking up on these things? So we've got the Zen Ginger with the link in the chat right now. And that's for our moderator Candy's family. So let's not forget to support Candy, all the work that she does in the Fish Fam and the love that she shares with all of us. Her husband recently had a severe medical incidents that required a little bit of support from our family. So we're glad to do that. And Candy, our prayers are still with you in the recovery back to the road to whatever normal is for you. And here's the beauty. So now Candy has posted a link to Punchy Paint's Pam's GoFundMe in a very unfortunate situation as far as her living conditions go, her address. She's basically getting evicted. Just a horrible situation when she's been there in her address long term, and then all of a sudden there's a change in ownership, and so people have to go. It's tragic. So Candy now has sponsored a GoFundMe to help Pam. And now we also have a link to the Ohio Fish Rescue has a GoFundMe because Big Rich's wife Tracy is in critical condition. Very sad, very acute. No one was prepared over there at the Ohio Fish Rescue for anything like this. So our hearts and prayers go out also to the Ohio Fish Rescue, Big Rich and Tracy for sure. So that's just some of the good we do here. Once a week, we're able to do that and remind everybody these things are still active. Your support, whether it's monetary or in positive thought, vibe, prayer, is very much appreciated. And I enjoy spending a little bit of time doing that. There is a new River Life Art Facebook page. The River Life Art Facebook page, I'm starting to do some behind the scenes things, some different things you won't find on Etsy. You'll see on the Facebook group. They'll eventually appear on Etsy. It links to the Etsy page. And I want to do an art auction, probably with some of my smaller originals. This is one, it's called Guppy Study. It's just it's a color test basically. That's a 3x4 inch stretched canvas. And I'll put some colors on canvas and just see how it works out. They're color tests, tiny studies, little thumbnails, like a thumbnail sketch, and they accumulate. So I thought maybe we'd do an auction on Facebook. So the page is up. I'm still working on the details of doing a Facebook auction. Riverwife texted and said, I missed a $4 super chat. I'm going to go back and get that. Pet Exotics with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Diego, supporting a Fish Fam member. Yes, sir, you are. Loop Noop, Hoopy Noops. I said that wrong. That's a crazy name, but I appreciate the $4 super chat. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we're going to do Facebook fun stuff at the River Life Art Facebook page. I hope to see you there. I put that thing up and had 84 followers in about an hour. Thank you, guys. Thank you. 171 watching now. Love to have you at the River Life Art Facebook page. And now we're going to have to come up with a hashtag as we're going to go just obliterate the entryway to Multi-Tank Addiction and his live stream. We're going to go over with the hashtag Koi. Hashtag Koi. And we want to get over there and say hello to Chris at Multi-Tank Addiction. Let him know that we support him, another fellow artist who does an outstanding job of incorporating the fish keeping hobby with the ability of being creative in another way and use another platform, and that is painting, especially fish. So, without further ado, I'm going to call this one I'm going to call this one quits. Thank you guys so much for being here. 161 stayed till the end. It's 11:32 right now. I'm going to encourage you to stay in the tank and get your fish on. And until we meet again, why don't you get out there and see it, love it, and live it. So long.